YouTube, what up? It's your boy Whip. Welcome to the first ever episode of Dragon Balls. In light of the new change to our channel, I would like to hop in and check out the real life Trunks. Let's take a look.
If I had to describe how being Trunks makes me feel in one word, powerful.
Being Trunks makes him feel powerful. Look at all the people walking around taking a look at his silly ass.
3 years ago, South African-born Julian Louw started on a mission to transform himself into his favourite anime character.
Dragon Ball Z itself is one of the most intense, in-depth anime cartoons I've ever watched. When people see me dressed as Trunks, I only ever get wow faces. I absolutely love it. I like Trunks.
This guy's getting wow faces about dressing up as Trunks, being a grown man. Yeah, I bet you are, bud.
Let me show you some of the things that I've got. I was very much a daydreamer at school. I got made fun of a lot. I guess you could say I was somewhat of a weakling. I kept very much to myself. I mean, Dragon Ball Z itself, it was my escape.
Okay, so he got made fun of before he became Trunks. I wonder if things have turned around for him as of yet. He doesn't even wear a purple bandana, but that's besides the point. Check this shit out.
Time to go train. Oh, dude, what an awesome day. Trunks has got a very dominant upper chest, and that's an area that I paid specific attention to 3-4 days a week. I added a lot of
playing touch butt with that dork in the park.
Gymnastic training in. I added a lot of ballet training in for my alignment, for the flexibility. I went to parkour training, and I cut back a little bit on the weight training and focused more on full body calisthenic training.
His friend is totally into it with him. To think that someone should be helping this guy realize his problem.
It was a difficult process. I'm going to become this character, and I'm going to adopt his facial expressions, the euphemisms that he uses, the language he speaks, the way he talks.
And it's not just diet and exercise that Julian will be using to transform into his idol. Today, he's getting his hair dyed to complete the look.
What is up, Julian? Good to see you, man. All right.
I would say I spend a minimum of $5,000 a year to look like Trunks.
I have never had
$5,000 a year he is spending on acting like he's a cartoon character.
anyone with this request before. I like something that's a little bit more different than like the average day's work. I mean, here in Beverly.
Here, look at this guy. He's here trying to completely support the man who's about to tip him.
We just do lots of typical blondes and perfect cookie cutter type of looks, and mixing it up with like purple hair on a guy is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I don't know if you caught that look on his face. He thinks he's a fucking idiot too. He even tried to dye his eyebrows to zero effect.
I'm transformed.
He's transformed. The transformation is complete, Kakarot.
I'm exactly where I need to be. Thanks to everyone here. Thanks to...
Look at the smile on that barber's face. He just got tipped really well. Now make sure you use your proper pronouns for this guy.
Here we go.
My pleasure.
This is the real life Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
My pleasure.
Trunks. I feel really powerful. I feel very charismatic. I feel really cool and chilled. And I feel like I'm ready just to go and make people overwhelmed and smile.
I'm ready to make people overwhelmingly smile. Yeah, dude, they're overwhelmed by what an asshole you are, and they're laughing at you.
I'm coming down here to Hollywood Boulevard to show off my Trunks outfit and my hair.
Look at Spider-Man. Look at Spider-Man in the background. Let's check him out.
I want to see what the fans...
He's like, look, there's one guy out here who looks more like an asshole than I do.
The fans and the tourist reactions are. Do you know who he is?
Do you know who he is? Yeah, I know who he is. He's that asshole who's dressed like a cartoon character. What the fuck?
Yo, this is really Trunks, yo. This is nice. Dragon Ball Z all the way turn up. No. Nice. You got a sword.
Yeah, Trunks is really gonna let somebody just snag his sword up like that. And he's just gonna smile about it.
I don't think you could look really any cooler. So the fact that I've surpassed that in a human form, it really makes me feel like happy that I've stuck towards a goal and I feel completely fulfilled.
So if there's anything that you can take from this flamboyant Super Saiyan kids, it's that you should stick to your goals and definitely things will turn out okay for you.
Who the fuck is that guy?